Alright, so this word problem, they actually give you the equation, and that'll happen sometimes on CRCT. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to line these guys up. So I have 5x plus 2y equals 48. And then I'm also going to take this one right here, it kind of goes on to the next line, and it says 3x plus 2y equals 32. This is one of those equations where it is easier to use elimination or combination. I'm going to multiply the whole second equation by a -1, and you'll see why in a second. So that will give me a -3x and a -2y and a -32. And then I'm just going to bring the second equation down. So we have 5x plus 2y equals 48. See, because what I did is I made opposite y variables right there. So those will cancel out. And so a -3x and a positive 5x, that's going to give me a positive 2x equals, and then you learned in 7th grade that if these signs are different, then that means you're going to subtract. So 8 minus 2 is going to be a 6, and a 4 minus 3 is a 1, so that's 16. I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and I have x equals 8. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take x equals 8, and I'm going to sub it in for x, and it doesn't matter which variable or which equation I'm going to use. So I'm going to use the second equation, 3x plus 2y equals 32, and I'm going to take this x equals 8, and I'm going to sub it in for x, because that's what x equals. And whenever I do that, it looks like this. And I'm going to put 8 in there. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 2y equals 32. I'm going to subtract this side by 24, and then subtract that side by 24. And I'm left with 2y equals, I got to subtract these, so I'm going to borrow from that 3, makes that a 2, makes that a 1. 12 minus 4 is 8. 2 minus 2 is nothing. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And I'm left with y equals 4, because 8 divided by 2 is 4. So if I was going to put my answer in coordinate pair format, it would look like this. X is 8 and y is 4.